Did you bring some pigao? No, she didn't. She brought me well, actually it was my sister. My sister bought me and my brother some drinks and some mochi, and that's pretty much about it. But I'm like, I really don't want to eat mochi right now, so anyways. Hey nerd. So, you guys want to watch a video or so where somebody destroyed their reputation off of one video? Now, let's be honest here, right? Darth Vader, right? One of the content creators I usually watch from time to time, right? Kind of covers a few like instances. But you know, the funny thing about it, if you guys seen all the top view videos right here, like the ones at the top over here, it's very interesting how all 4 of those videos are like Asian related, which is interesting. So, I'll be curious how another content creator, I assume this person's a content creator. I'll be very interested to see how this content creator ruined their career or reputation, but it can't be that bad, right? Right? Question mark? It might be that bad. Let's take a look.
It really feels like life is just a tornado, and baby I'm just this house. Baby girl, can you stop crying? Baby girl, like us women are getting way.
You guys want me to sound like that, chat? Huh, chat? You guys want me to sound like that? Is that what you guys like these days? Is that literally what some of the younger generation like to hear? Is this the kind of girls that they like to hear, to listen to all the time? I will leave immediately.
In case it wasn't obvious, today we're talking about arguably the most annoying content creator on TikTok and YouTube.
Babe.
Ah, a TikTok content creator. That explains everything. Right.
Baby girl, do you miss me?
I think I speak for everyone when I say ain't nobody missing you.
I sure do miss you. Come get ready with me while we talk about the most random things. Like, let's catch up.
Is this what people like to listen to other girls speak? Is this literally what you guys are into? You know what? Sometimes I'm pretty glad I lost my voice, you know? You know, I'm actually pretty happy that I lost my voice and the way how I sound like now. I think I'm more appreciated in my voice.
Let's go.
Okay, first things first, let's address the autism in the room. Now, I already know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, why does she speak like someone just busted a peanut inside of her brain? After all, this girl is 25 years old, and yet she's talking like a teenager who just escaped from a sped classroom. Now, I'm gonna be honest. At first, because I'm a man, I initially gave her the benefit of the doubt.
I genuinely feel like my life is written by someone who isn't even sure if they like me or not.
Even though her
Man, dude, I really hate that speech pattern. Holy shit, dude.
content personally makes me wanna... I was initially coping by telling myself that, you know what? Maybe her content appeals to the female, yes, queen, she ate. Especially this woman that I'm showing as a B-roll audience. But here's the thing. Even girls find her annoying. As you can clearly see from her comment section and from her like-dislike ratio on her videos that look like a BBC. It's clear as day that even girls don't mess with her content and find her fake. Let me put it this way. You know something's wrong when this girl's speech impediment prompts someone to type the following comment. Not gonna lie, but the way she's talking reminds me of my autistic cousin. But here's the cherry on top, guys. This girl's got the balls to...
One who isn't even sure if they like me or not.
Or in her case, I should be saying, this girl's got the extra chromosomes to criticize men for not speaking normally.
I have unlocked a new ick I have in men. Dude, please, fucking least, I am begging you, please do not ever baby talk me.
Okay, with all due disrespect, your whole voice is an ick. And you're out there telling men to not speak in a certain way because it gives you an ick? My bad, but she's the last person who should be judging anyone's voice.
One freaking night, we went to freaking McDonald's to get freaking ice cream. And I was like, aw, I really wanted a McFlurry. And this man, word for word, said, oh baby, I'm sorry, the ice cream machine is broken. Wanna go somewhere else? the baby talk. Like, can you talk? Can you just talk properly?
Oh man, dude. Man, dude. Dude, I'm starting to get a headache or so from this voice.
Can you like talk like a normal person?
So let me get this straight. The girl who literally sounds like a 14-year-old who takes a short bus to school, even though she's 25, is telling men to speak normally. But this
She's 25 years old and she sounds like this. That's crazy. I sound like this when I was at the age of 25. I'm just saying.
who we're dealing with today, guys. Meet Jasmine Tan, a content creator full of contradictions. Now, Jasmine claims to be a woman's first positive feminist who's all about helping girls with low self-esteem deal with their insecurities. In other words,
Right. And I'm the fairy godmother who helps MILFs find men.
Jasmine claims to be a girl's girl. Now, make no mistake.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure, okay.
There's good feminism, aka the feminism where you see girls going outside to protest with no clothes on and their big soccer balls on full display.
Can you like talk like a normal person?
And then there's bad feminism. You see, Jasmine's way of hyping up girls is to talk trash about men.
I just think that all
It's always this conversation of always shitting on guys. Look, man. I date both guys and girls. They both have their positives and they both have their negatives. I critique both sides, okay? None of the sides get special treatment, okay? I don't care if you have the biggest schlong. It does not matter. If you're a dick, you're a fucking dick, okay? No pun intended. If a girl has big boobas and big ass, it doesn't matter. If she is still a dick, she is still a dick, okay?
girls are heaven made.
Okay, right off the bat, I completely disagree. We just saw a few seconds ago this 900-pound mukbang YouTuber eating a giant-ass Krabby Patty, even though she should not be eating any kind of burger whatsoever. You're not gonna tell me right now that this is heaven made, bruh. If rapture was to happen right now, she would not be floating all the way to heaven, but she would find a way to crash down all the way to Earth's core. But you know what? I'm not gonna jump into any conclusion too fast, so I'm gonna let her keep preaching her feminism.
I feel like girls are just naturally born pretty clean and scented. And on top of
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. I have met girls who stank really bad, hun. Okay? Okay? Let's not beat around the bush here.
that, we still take really good care of ourselves. But some men already look very questionable to begin with.
And there it is, guys. There it is. Let me be perfectly clear.
It's
At
called
first glance,
personality.
There's nothing wrong with saying stuff like, all girls
Okay.
are heaven-made.
Very
All
true.
girls are pretty. All girls take care of themselves. But I'm gonna be the one to say what needs to be said. There are two fundamental problems with those statements. First things first, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I'm not gonna let someone lie to me by saying, all girls take care of themselves, when one quick trip to McDonald's is going to get you greeted with at least two
Well,
oversized
for me specifically, I like girls and guys equally. Okay?
woman with the BMI of a planet who are waiting for their 5 quarter-pounder and 2 large fries orders. No, not all girls take care of themselves. Let's be real. Second,
True. True. There is some ridiculous overweight people, you know, both on guys and girls. So
I've always believed that those who elevate themselves and elevate the group that they belong in as the one special, the one superior group, well, more often than not, they tend to be high-ego, narcissistic cuckolds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're the kind of person who views the group that they belong in as a superior one, well, chances are that you view other groups as the inferior ones. And in Jasmine's case, her ego was so high that she literally went full mask off and started insulting men. And if
yeah, well, the older you get, you actually start not caring that much, you know. The older you get, the more mature you become, you know. That's when I personally, when I was like, usually when like younger people or so, they say they're mature, but when it comes to actual like a serious topic or something, like they're really not. So they kind of like play around, you know, play around and beat the bush or so. Topics like this are the ones that I will smoke bomb away for out of the convo. I don't blame you guys, like, honestly. Personally, right? I usually put a stop to it immediately. Like to any, like, when I begin to any relationship or anything, I will literally, like, sit your ass down and tell you, like, this, don't do this, don't do that, don't play with me, and we'll be good. So, yeah.
You're a girl who's a hardcore Jasmine Tan simp and you see absolutely nothing wrong with her lingo. Well, let's put it this way. Imagine if someone was to say, my race of people were just naturally better scented.
The only reason why I do it is because I'm old. I don't got time to play these games, okay? All right? I played these games before, and I don't want to play them again, okay? I'm not young, okay? Okay? The reason why, you know, I go up to you, right? It's because I'm interested in you in a relationship way, okay? So I don't got time for you to be playing around, you know, beating around the bush or so, be like, kind of like being all fakey, you know, cutesy and like, oh, you know, it's a mysterious game. You gotta find out, you know? I'm like, no, I don't got time for this shit, okay? I got things to do, all right?
Better looking, but this other race on the other hand, well, they're just naturally stinkier. Well, suddenly this is messed up. I don't care if we're talking about races, man or woman. If your entire movement is based off trashing other groups and thinking that the group you belong in is the superior one, then you automatically lose my interest. What Jasmine's doing over here is not
over here on this side of the planet, or at least we're in my zone anyways. We make fun of everybody, okay? Doesn't matter. Guy, girl, gay, lesbian, bisexual, black, Asian, white, Hispanic, everybody gets laughed at, okay? It's called equality, okay?
feminism.
That's true equality there.
Smash like if you agree.
We still take really good care of ourselves. But some men already look very questionable to begin with and still make zero effort to look better. Ratio of hot girls to hot guys is about like 10 to 1. Like there's one cute guy every 10 hot goddess women.
I just find it hilarious how her whole brand is about insulting men. How it's about preaching to her girl audience that being attracted to men is embarrassing.
Men, please stop trying to solve our problems. We don't want you to solve our problems.
And how she doesn't want...
Really? You don't want men to solve your problems? Okay. Here, do this. Alright? Learn how, do an oil change on a car. Right? Do a complete oil change. And then do a tire switch too as well. But don't ask any guys to do it for you. Or ask for help. Let's see if you can do it. I'm curious.
Want men to help her with her problems because she's one strong, independent woman.
6 foot? Meh, shorting is fine. But at least 6 figures? Oh, that's a bare minimum, sis. Period.
And yet...
You're retarded if you think you're gonna find a guy or so who makes 6 figures. Straight up.
She's out there saying that she wants a rich man to take care of her financial needs. So she clearly loves insulting men. She clearly doesn't want men to help.
And what the fuck do you bring to the table? Hmm? You're asking for a 6-figure man? Whoa! Take a thing for the prime or so.
Welcome to the gaming squad, Lethandra. Your subscription adds to the excitement of our adventures. Let's dive into thrilling quests together, creating unforgettable memories. Nyaru and I appreciate your support and look forward to more fun times.
Thanks, Berchan. Anyway, thank you. Welcome. But yeah. You gotta be pretty retarded or so if you think you're gonna find a guy or so with a 6-figure salary.
Her problems, but when it comes to financial problems, now she wants a man to help her. I almost feel bad for the cuck who's gonna end up dating Jasmine over here. I mean, imagine being Jasmine's boyfriend right now, giving her $10,000 per month to provide for her monthly shopping expenses, just to hear her talking trash about men on a daily basis to her female audience, saying stuff.
Yeah, I'll give you your daily shopping at the swap meet. She brings happiness and love. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Like, oh, men are ugly. Men are useless. Men, it's embarrassing to be in love with men. And then hearing her say stuff like,
Retraced ruin. Your subscription adds to the excitement of our adventures. Let's dive into thrilling quests together, creating unforgettable memories. Nyaru and I appreciate your support and look forward to more fun times.
Thanks, Bertrand. Thank you, Retrace. Welcome. Thank you for the tier 1 or so. But yeah, anyways. Sorry about that. You know, it's just I'm so irritated of girls or so, right? Like the worst part about it, right? Also, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. The one thing that I hate about it, right? This is one of the reasons why I don't like dating Westerners. It is one of the reasons why. Because people like this have this mentality or so of like, oh yeah, they gotta have like 6 figures or so, or like 6 feet tall or whatever, and all this other shit, you know? That specific mentality is like so stupid, honestly. I do not want to take care of a high maintenance, what is it, a high maintenance guy or girl, you know? It's not my type of thing, you know? As long as like you're like healthy or just a little bit healthy, you know? I'm like, it's fine, you know? I just don't want you to be overweight or anything like that, you know? Because that's really not my cup of tea, so...
Like, men are just here to provide for my needs, for my financial needs. You have to be a cuck to keep dating her. Don't get it twisted. It's very ironic how she's a source of inspiration to our teenager audience that struggles with low self-esteem.
What's funny about it, this is like Asian Americans too as well. This is why I'm not a fan of dating Asian Americans.
When she's probably the most insecure girl there is. In one video, she claims that all girls are naturally beautiful. And she makes other videos.
What was that one video that we saw, chat? Which one? What was that video that we saw yesterday? What was that video? She's saying all girls are naturally beautiful, right? Right? Let's pop out that video that we saw yesterday. Where is it at? Where's that video at? Where is it? Where the fuck is it at? Give me a second. Give me a second. It's loading. It's loading. Where is she at? Every single girl, huh? You do know some girls have problems, right? Like, unfortunately, right? I'm just using her as an example. I'm not trying to use her as, like, to make fun of her and anything like that. I'm just trying to prove a point of the other girl who literally just said, all women are naturally beautiful and perfect. You know? That's not true. So, I'm just saying.
It's about body positivity, about loving yourself. And yet in another video, she encourages her teenager audience to get plastic surgery when they get in their 20s.
Hey big girl, if you are in your mid-20s, then you need to watch this video. I'm starting to develop forehead wrinkles. No, no.
Maybe because you're stressing out. Maybe you have a pretty shitty lifestyle. I'm just saying.
I refuse to age.
You want to know something? I'm like thousands of years old, and I don't even have head wrinkles. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even have wrinkles. I look 10,000 years younger. I actually look young for my age. I don't even look like my age. That's the craziest thing about it.
You're coming with me to get my very first Botox.
Now here's why I don't mess with this mentally handicapped girl. You wanna know why a lot of people who are obsessed with plastic surgery end up looking like butched up creatures? They don't wake up one day and tell themselves, you know what, I wanna become an alien. No, of course not. They end up messing their face because of mental problems.
I'm not fully Asian.
Related
That's
to body
the funny
image
thing.
Insecurity issues. But now you've got this Jizmin girl
But
over
she's Asian, and she's saying she got wrinkles. And she's fully Asian. That's the funny thing about it.
here preaching at her teenager audience that's probably already struggling with low self-esteem issues to look out for wrinkles on their foreheads as they age. She's basically introducing more insecurities to these teenagers to look out for, but it gets even worse. Aging.
Maybe she should just drop the alcohol. I'm just saying, you know, if you're already getting wrinkles at the age of 25 or so, maybe you should stop drinking. I'm just saying. Maybe you're drinking too much.
natural process is such an ick for Jasmine over here that she literally bullied a 21-year-old for looking like she was in her 30s.
I saw this girl in my Pilates class, right? And I legit thought that she was like a mama muda that goes to Pilates class after she drops her kids to school in the morning. I poked her and I was like, oh my god, you awet muda banget. And she was like, what are you talking about? I'm 21. Girly pop. She's still in school. She's 21. Why does she look like a mother of two who responsibly files her goddamn taxes every year?
And why do you sound like that one guy's autistic cousin? I guess we both get questions, huh? Number one, girl's girl, by the way. She claims that all women are heaven's made, all women are naturally beautiful, and yet not only does she promote Botox to her insecure teenager audience and give them even more insecurities, but she's also more than happy to talk trash about someone who apparently looks older than they actually are. Wow.
Damn, that's crazy, isn't it, huh? The dynamic duo, huh?
It's as if her whole brand is full of crap. Make no mistake, Jasmine is faker than her wrinkless forehead. Here's a video of hers teaching girls on how to be a girl's girl.
Purposely trying to embarrass other girls in front of guys.
Or no, that's pathetic.
I know, right?
Wait a minute. Is that literally what she did by posting that video of hers bullying that 21-year-old who apparently looks too old? I also love how in her how to be a girl's girl video, she says to never point out another girl's acne.
Pointing out someone's acne when it's something they cannot control.
If I have an acne, I already know it's there. You don't need to point it out.
And then she proceeded to make a whole video on her sister who just reached puberty about her getting acne for the first time.
Baby girlies, what if I told you I literally found the cutest makeup hack and all you'll be needing are pimple patches?
Okay, I'm listening.
As you should. So,
Oh man, dude, man, the way how they speak or so is like hurting me so much, dude.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo. No 12-year-old, no normal 12-year-old talks like this. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on. Jasmine is clearly telling her little sister what to say in the video, and she's feeding her lines.
When I said I wanted puberty to hit me like a truck, I didn't mean this. I meant make me pretty and tall. Like, there seems to be a misunderstanding between me and the big guy over there. I'd like a refund, please.
I don't know, personally for me...
Man, this fucking hurts to hear, dude. Fuck me, dude. Straight up, dude.
3 and the one view.
It just seems
Hey,
kind
Tim.
of awkward, kind of weird. I don't know if I'm looking
Let's
too much
kick off
into
the
it, but
fun and
low-key
have a
this
great
reminds me of
time
parents who
together.
I
monetize their
want off
kids by
the
creating a
ride.
family channel and forcing their kids to make videos.
Nyaru
One thing's for
and
sure
I are
though, I think we can all
excited
agree
to
that
have
no
you
girl
here.
whatsoever should strive to be like Jasmine. And the fact that Jasmine is low-key brainwashing her sister into behaving like her, into speaking like her.
Girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Shut the fuck up, Dark. Shut the fuck up.
Hey.
So as we can see, she's clearly spreading her anti-man AIDS onto her little sister. Here's hoping Jasmine's anti-man propaganda doesn't turn her little sister
Can you like talk like a normal person?
into another Jasmine.
Holy shit, dude. That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life, to be honest. Jasmine Tan, the disgusting side of Jasmine Tan. Wow, there's even another video about her. So yeah, she's just straight up a terrible person, you know? She literally gives me like California vibe girls. Like straight up. Like she generally just gives me the California like that Californian like city, you know, raised in the city, raised without any like problems or anything. Like she just gives me that attitude. Like straight up. Honestly. She gives me that honestly that specific personality that she never had it hard, you know? She never had it the hard way of living. She had everything like, you know, served on a silver platter and everything like that. Honestly, I love my men, you know? I love my women, you know? Cause like, you wanna know something? I hang out with some dudes, you know? I hang out with a lot of dudes sometimes, you know? I'm part of the bros, you know, from time to time. I literally grew up playing Call of Duty, you know, with guys. you know. And then they get surprised or so that they actually think I'm an actual girl though, so. When they finally notice, you know. Granted, there are some people who already knew that I was a girl. And then some people are like, what, you're a girl? I was like, I thought you were a dude. And I'm like, everyone else just kind of looks at them or so like, wow, you're an idiot, dude. I'd be like, don't you realize she doesn't really like, you know, she doesn't really cuss or say anything in the like Call of Duty lobbies, you know? The mannerism is completely different, you know? So, but yeah, anyways. That's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yeah, honestly, I'll be honest here. I love my men, you know? They sometimes make my life a little bit easier, you know? Here is your honorary penis. Welcome to the bros. Oh my god! A detachable penis? Yeah, let's go. But yeah, like I like my men, you know? That's why, you know, that's why I always love my older brother, because he'll, you know, he's always there to defend me, you know? That's the reason why. He's there to defend me, you know? He has my back, I have his back, you know? At the end of the day, that's it. That's the end of the video. And, yeah. Stop hating on men. I'm getting sick and tired of listening to it, so. Without men, we would not have electricity. I'm just saying. Anyways, that's the end of the video, and peace.